Have you ever felt that no matter how hard you try, something invisible seems to hold your life in the same place? For many women, especially after 50, there comes a time when effort alone is no longer enough. Doors stay closed, money slips away easily, and peace feels increasingly distant. But there is an ancient, simple, and powerful resource, quietly used by generations, and it could start changing everything even today. Its name is Camphor. No, it's not superstition, it's energy. Camphor has been used for centuries to cleanse spaces, dissolve blockages, and open pathways, especially financial ones. When placed in specific spots in the home, it acts as a silent spiritual helper, changing not only the surroundings, but also what's within. Before we continue, write in the comments, I open the doors to prosperity. This phrase is more than symbolic. It's a commitment to change, a way of telling the universe and yourself that it's time to receive. In this video, you'll learn exactly where to place camphor to activate its natural cleansing and attraction powers. There are 4 specific places, and the last one few people know about, but it has the potential to unlock situations that once seemed impossible to resolve. Get ready to understand why so many women are using this method to turn old pages and open new cycles. This isn't about miracles. It's about connection. Comment now. I open the doors to prosperity, because this could be your first concrete step toward freeing yourself and starting to live more lightly. Camphor is not a modern invention. It has crossed centuries, traditions, and continents. It was used in ancient India for purification rituals, found in Egyptian temples to ward off negative influences, and even today is a staple in spiritual practices for protection and energy cleansing in Brazil and around the world. What few people realize is that its use goes far beyond its scent or calming effects. Camphor acts as an agent of spiritual transformation. It unclogs stagnant energy in the home, dissolves heavy, accumulated emotions, and helps create space for the new, emotionally and materially. Thousands of people have already reported real changes from the simple habit of placing it correctly. Stories of debts being resolved, family reconciliations after years of silence, feelings of relief and well-being at home, all after starting to apply the method you're about to learn. This isn't coincidence. It's about energetic reordering. When you change the field around you, life's answers also change. And the best part, you don't have to do anything complicated. You don't need to buy expensive items either. What matters here is intention, consistency, and proper placement. 3 pillars you'll understand by the end of this video. Now, before we move on, close your eyes for a moment and imagine your home surrounded by clear, bright light. Picture the doors you want to see open, financial opportunities, family peace, emotional security. Visualize all of that arriving naturally. This is the first step. Feel it before it happens. Now, take a deep breath, because in the next part, you'll discover 4 strategic places in your home where camphor should be placed. The last spot is so powerful that when revealed, it often provokes an immediate reaction of surprise and clarity. But before that, if you feel you deserve this energetic shift and want to keep learning spiritual secrets like this one, click to subscribe to the channel now. Your journey of cleansing and prosperity is just beginning. Now that you understand the spiritual power of camphor, it's time to reveal what really makes a difference, where it is placed. It's not enough to just scatter camphor randomly around the house. There is an energetic logic based on subtle portals that exist within every home, and that few can see. These strategic points, when activated correctly, function like channels. They pull in positive energy and block what no longer serves. And there are exactly 4 specific places that you're about to discover. Each one has a different energetic function. The first is a point of internal blockage. The second protects emotional well-being. The third opens the house to new opportunities. And the fourth is the most surprising. Very few people use it, but when they do, they feel the difference almost immediately. Imagine discovering that what was blocking your life wasn't a complex problem, but simply a forgotten spot that needed to be spiritually activated. This part of the video is the most important. That's why I recommend you stay until the end and, if possible, grab a piece of paper and a pen to note the 4 places. The knowledge you're about to receive is far too valuable to forget. And if you've made it this far, it's because something inside you wants to change and is ready for it. So, do now what many people forget to do. Click subscribe here on the channel. That way, you'll ensure you continue receiving other powerful rituals and spiritual practices like this one. Practices that truly make a difference in the lives of those who apply them with faith and awareness. Get ready, because next we're going to start with the first location. And I'll tell you now, you may never have thought of it as a spiritual point, but it is. And everything starts there. Mari Cruz was 57 years old when she looked at her kitchen cabinet and realized something strange. It had been months since she had bought anything new. Everything was at its limit. Even the laundry detergent was being measured. A widow for 5 years, Mari had always been a fighter. She raised 2 children almost entirely on her own. She worked as a seamstress, caregiver, and street vendor. She never complained, but the truth was, there was a weariness in her gaze that wasn't just physical. It was a fatigue of the soul. The bills didn't balance. Her grown children faced their own challenges. The house carried a silent weight. It was as if joy had moved out. It was during a conversation with a church friend that Mari first heard about the spiritual use of camphor. The friend said something simple. It's not magic, Mari. It's cleansing. Some things you can't see, but you can feel. And camphor helps to remove them. Skeptical, but with nothing to lose, Mari bought a small box and followed the ritual. She started with the first location, which you'll soon learn, and committed to repeating it for 7 days. On the 3rd day, she slept through the night for the first time without waking up. On the 5th day, an old debt was renegotiated unexpectedly. On the 7th day, she received a call with a light job offer from home, helping with custom embroidery for an online store. Mari cried, but it wasn't from sadness. It was from relief. According to her, what changed wasn't just what happened outside, but the lightness that returned within. The house seemed to breathe again, and the money started to flow. This story is real, and it can happen for you too. It's not about copying steps robotically. It's about placing intention into every action. Now, close your eyes for a moment and imagine what your life would be like with relief, with money flowing in easily, with peace at the end of the day. Imagine resolving a pending issue that has been worrying you for months. Imagine feeling light, calm, and safe. It's more possible than you think. And it all starts with the first place where camphor should be placed. Now that you understand the origin of camphor, the real power it holds, and you've seen with your own eyes Mari Cruz's transformation, we've arrived at the most awaited part, the 4 exact locations where it should be placed. But take a deep breath before continuing. What you're about to discover isn't just a practical guideline. It's an energetic map of your own home. And each point on this map has a direct function in your emotional, spiritual, and financial life. Imagine your house now. Look at it as a living organism. Every corner, every door, every space holds a memory, good and bad. Have you ever felt unexplained fatigue in certain rooms? Or noticed that some areas always feel heavier? That's not imagination, that's stagnant energy. And it's precisely in those places that camphor can work, but only if it's placed correctly in the right spot. Let's start. 1. Under the bed, the point of the tired soul. At night, your body rests, but your energy keeps working. The bed is the only place where you completely lower your guard. That's why everything underneath it directly affects your emotional field. Placing an open container with camphor under the bed, especially aligned with the center of the mattress, helps cleanse old pains that the body may have forgotten, but the soul still holds on to. Wounds from past relationships, worries you try to hide, fears you don't verbalize. All of it keeps vibrating there, day after day, night after night. And do you know what happens when you cleanse that spot? You wake up feeling lighter. Ideas start to flow. And most curiously, things you weren't even expecting begin to work out. Affirmation for this moment. I release the pain that no longer serves me. I create space for my true peace. Pause for a second and feel it. 2. Behind the bedroom door. The point of emotional protection. The bedroom is your inner temple. When you enter it, you shed the outside world, and even though no one else sees it, it's there that silent tears fall. It's there that you talk to God before you sleep. Placing camphor behind the bedroom door creates a subtle barrier of protection. It prevents daily worries from entering with you into this intimate space. And more, it neutralizes what psychology calls internal noise, the persistent thoughts, critical voices, uncomfortable memories that visit you before falling asleep. The result? Deeper sleep, calmer heart, restored energy. Affirmation. My mind is at peace. My soul is safe. Nothing external can reach me here. 3. Behind the front door, the point of opening paths. The front door is the great gateway to your life. It's where news, money, people, and opportunities enter. And if there is blocked energy there, even if invisible, it prevents blessings from arriving. Placing camphor behind the front door is like changing the lock on your energetic house. It filters what comes in, blocking unwanted spiritual visitors, while amplifying the opportunities around you that you might not even notice. You know when it feels like nothing comes your way? It could be that this portal is congested. And with this simple gesture, the air starts flowing again. Proposals appear, solutions arise, the right people cross your path. Affirmation. I am open to abundance. Opportunities find me with ease. 4. Forgotten corners behind heavy furniture, the point of stagnant energy. Every home has those forgotten corners. Behind the wardrobe, under the bookshelf, in the back of the living room entertainment unit. And even if you clean, there is energy that lingers, simply because it's forgotten. These places are like emotional drawers. They accumulate invisible clutter, unresolved pains, postponed decisions, swallowed words. Camphor placed in these spots acts like a spiritual broom. It sweeps the invisible away, unblocks what was stuck, and makes the energy flow again. Many women report that after placing camphor in these places, they finally made decisions they had postponed for years. Others saw old debts being renegotiated easily. Others felt such a great relief that they cried without even knowing exactly why. Affirmation. I release what was hidden. I allow the flow of life to move again. These are the 4 locations. But now comes the most important part. Don't just know it. Do it. Every time you place a piece of camphor, place your intention along with it. That's the true secret. Energy flows where you direct it. And don't worry about trying to understand it all logically. Trust the wisdom of your body, your home, and your spirit. You are creating a new cycle, and it's already begun. Now that you know exactly where to position the camphor, it's time to activate the most important ritual in this video, the ritual of deep intention. This is where real transformation begins, because it's not enough to just place camphor in the right places. You must give direction to the energy. And energy follows your mind, your focus, your emotion. But before I teach you how to do it, I need to tell you something important. This ritual is most effective when performed on specific days, when nature's forces amplify everything you set into motion. Those days are the full moon and the new moon. The full moon enhances everything you want to attract. It's a time for expansion, harvest, and opening. The new moon, on the other hand, is the 0 point, the ideal time to plant new intentions and start again. In other words, you have 2 sacred windows each month to perform this ritual with maximum power. So, if you're watching this video during one of these phases, stop everything and take note. If it's not the right time yet, get ready. The ritual will wait for you. But when the right day comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Now, let's go through the step-by-step process. Camphor ritual for opening paths and deep cleansing. You will need 4 small pieces of camphor, 1 for each location previously revealed, a glass of filtered water, a simple white plate, a small white candle, a blank sheet of paper, a blue pen or pencil. 1. Choose a quiet place in your home. Turn off your cell phone, television, and avoid interruptions. This is a moment between you and the invisible. 2. On the paper, calmly and truthfully write, "At this moment, I declare that I release all blockages, cleanse my home, and invite abundance, peace, and money to reside in my life." Sign it with your full name, and below it, write your date of birth. 3rd, place this paper on the white plate and set the glass of water on top of it. The water will absorb and transmute the energy. Next to it, light the candle. This is not about religion. It's about clarity. The flame represents your presence, your living intention. Take the 4 pieces of camphor, and for each one, quietly say a specific phrase, When placing it under the bed, I release old pains and make space for lightness. Behind the bedroom door, my energy is protected. My sleep is sacred. Behind the front door, abundance flows freely into my life. In the forgotten corners, everything that was hidden now dissolves with love. 5. After this, sit in silence for 3 minutes. Gaze at the candle. Take a deep breath. Visualize how you want to live. Don't ask. Declare, as if it were already real. 6. Once the candle burns out, pour the water down the sink. The paper can either be burned carefully or buried in a pot with a healthy plant. The plate and glass can be washed and used normally. This ritual is more than symbolic. It moves what has been stagnant, and when performed under the right moon phase, with clear intention and real emotion, it can bring results in just days. Some people report immediate relief. Others experience a sense of peace they haven't felt in years. Still others see doors opening in unexpected ways. But the secret is consistency. You can repeat this ritual every new moon or full moon. Think of it as a spiritual cleansing for your home, a maintenance of your energy and your goals. Now, do something simple but powerful. Grab a piece of paper right now and write down your personal intention. Don't leave it for later, because intention, when written, takes form. And when you declare it, the universe listens. Have you ever noticed that some people seem blessed? Everything flows for them. Money appears at the right time. Their health is stable, and their home feels light. But what many people don't know is that these individuals aren't lucky. They have rituals, small practices, done with wisdom and intention, that keep their energy clean and their spiritual connection active. Now that you've learned the strategic camphor points in the full ritual, it's time to show you how to boost these results even further with simple, accessible elements. Details that make the difference between just trying and truly transforming. These are exclusive tips based on ancient practices, but adapted to fit your modern reality. Use them with care and watch what starts to shift around you. 1. Coins in the corners, the symbol of financial flow. After placing the camphor at the 4 points in your home, try placing 3 gold-colored coins near the main entrance. They can be real coins, old ones, or even symbolic coins from another country, for example. What matters here is the energetic message. Gold attracts gold. You'll be telling the universe, here, money is welcome. Here, it flows freely. Important, leave the coins there for 7 days. Afterward, collect them and use them on something light, like a coffee or a sweet treat. This completes the cycle. 2. Herbal candle to open the energy field. On full moon days, light a white candle surrounded by a few crushed bay leaves. Bay leaves symbolize victory and opening. When burned with the candle, they purify the air and enhance your frequency. While the candle burns, say, I open my paths with light, peace, and worthiness. This is a simple gesture, but it can powerfully clear invisible blockages. 3. White quartz crystals, natural purifiers. If you have crystals at home, especially white quartz or amethyst, place them near the glass of water during the ritual. These crystals act as amplifiers of your intention. Even if you've never used crystals before, consider trying it. A single white quartz crystal placed at the center of your home can transform the vibrational field within a few days. 4th monthly energy maintenance ritual. Just like your home needs regular physical cleaning, it also needs regular energetic cleansing. That's why you should make it a habit to redo the Camphor ritual at least once a month. You can always choose the new moon for new beginnings, or the full moon for expansion and prosperity. Set a reminder on your phone and make this a part of your spiritual routine. This consistency creates a continuous field of protection. 5. Abundance. Journal. Write to materialize. Keep a special notebook just for recording small signs of prosperity that begin to appear after the rituals. An unexpected payment, emotional relief, good news, an invitation that came out of nowhere. When you write down these moments, you send a message to your subconscious that you're on the right path. And what is recognized multiplies. Now, if you've already used some of these tips or are just starting now, leave a comment sharing how you're feeling. This is the moment to create a chain of energy among all of us. Sharing strengthens. Returning to comment on your results strengthens even more. And if you want to be part of this energy chain, click like now and save this video. You can return here anytime you feel something needs to shift. Now, you know the true power of camphor. You've seen that it's not just a pharmacy product. It's an ancient spiritual tool capable of transforming spaces, dissolving blockages, and opening paths where once there was only stagnation. You've learned about the 4 strategic points in your home, the activation ritual, and the advanced practices that thousands of wise women around the world are using to bring lightness, prosperity, and protection back into their homes. And remember Mari Cruz? Just a few months after she started her camphor rituals, she not only got out of debt, but also began working lightly from home, and today helps other women do the same. Peace returned. Life returned. And now it's your turn. If this content touched something inside you, write in the comments now. Camphor is my key to abundance. Declare it. Let the universe hear it through your words. And if you felt the truth in everything I've shared here, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and send it to someone who needs light. It might be exactly what they've been waiting for without even knowing it. The next cycle has already begun, and it can be much lighter if you allow it.